Yes, yes. Thank you for the meal. That will be all. Yes, 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 I know. If either of us want anything to drink, we just ring the bell. Now please, would you let us be? Sorry about that. I swear, even at a high-class place like this, sometimes the service is wholeheartedly incompetent. But it's still a nice place, eh? I hope you like it. Delightful. You know, I was really happy when you said you'd go to dinner with me. I mean, it was really the least I could do. I bumped right into you and spilled hot coffee over you hours before your interview. Talk about crummy luck. No, sorry. I really shouldn't be laughing, but it just seems so funny to me. Especially since they said they already decided to hire you. And the interview was just to see how you perform under stress. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll stop now. Regardless, you're getting to have a meal at one of the best spots in the city. And with quite a view. I'd say that's worth getting a shirt ruined. I meant the skyline, but thanks. I really don't go out very often for dates like these, so it took me a while to get into something nice. I wish I didn't need these glasses, though. Constantly making anything I put on look terrible. Really? Thanks. No one's ever told me that I look good with my glasses. It means a lot. How's your food, though? It looks tasty. Good? That doesn't surprise me. The menu for this place is just simply amazing. Those 5 stars aren't just for show, unlike some places. When you ordered that dish, I had a feeling you'd enjoy it. What did I get? Oh, it's just something I order all of the time, kind of. It's a salad that they only have, but instead it's with the rare meat this week. Apparently, it's been cooked with a special glaze. Super healthy and delicious. How'd I get a table in a place like this? I had a feeling you'd ask that. You might have heard of me, but I'm something of a renowned doctor. A surgeon, to be specific. I run a clinic around the city and do a lot of good there. This stays between you and I, but I helped the head chef deal with a particularly nasty wound. Stabbed by an ex-lover and everything. Was going to be a big old deal, but I kept quiet, and well, here we are. Oh! You've heard of me? Really? Let me guess. It's about the story of my family, right? No. It's okay, really. You don't have to be sorry about it at all. I had a feeling it was that. It's what most people hear since it was a big thing on the news. Family of 4 goes missing on a hike, and only the daughter barely gets back after being out there for weeks. It'd be something hard to just forget about. It's the past. Nothing more anyone can do about it. How's that job been treating you? You know, the one I almost made you lose. That doesn't sound too bad. I've definitely heard of jobs with the worst working hours, so it seems like it'll be fine until you want to reach for something more. But who am I to talk? I just picked my route in life and made it my passion. It's better than your last job as a clerk, right? Huh? What's that look you're giving me? My glasses aren't crooked, are they? Your previous job? Uh, yeah, you mentioned that to me when we ran into each other over at the coffee shop. Don't you remember? That's giving me too much credit. No, I really do remember you telling me about it. It's okay, though. Hey, you haven't eaten a ton of your food. You wouldn't want to offend me by not eating the meal which I paid for, and at a place like this, right? Lovely. I should do the same. It's hard to remember what to eat at the start when it's so easy to talk with you. It's like forgetting to breathe in those special moments. The kind of medicine I practice. Well, I'm a general surgeon, but I specifically specialize in cardiothoracic surgery and urology as well. They were the fields where I excelled and really made a name for myself. Those are the ones that deal with a lot of the chest organs and thoracic system. I have to ask now, but are you afraid of needles? Really? Are you sure you're telling the truth? Most people can't stand them, but will always answer no. Sorry about that question. Just a fun habit that never gets old. I think I'm allowed a little fun as someone whose work sometimes is a matter of life and death. Don't you think? It's a harmless question, but everyone has different taste. I hope this isn't too personal to ask, but are you seeing anyone right now? That was stupid of me. I am so sorry. I'm not very good with people, you know? They're strange, almost foreign to me in a bit. I guess that's why I always preferred the company of reading, being able to snuggle up with something as simple as a book. Even if I didn't like it that much, it was always a feeling I couldn't get with most humans. Oh? You're not? Well, I guess it's been hard to take time for that part of your life when you've been working towards your new job. I speak from experience. The weekends seem to kind of exist so then my employees can stop me from working 7 days a week. Huh. I guess you're right. I never really thought of it like that. I guess my love of reading did probably help me pursue my career. But I was just a girl back then. Yeah, it was after the incident. Since I barely survived, I was really weak. The doctor said I was severely malnourished and needed time to recover from it all. They said it was a miracle I survived at all. I spent years in the hospital bed, reading any books I can get my hands on because I was too weak to do anything else. It was my escape. I hadn't actually thought about it like that before. Only you could have come up with something so interesting. Cute and smart, it seems. I don't want to seem like I'm bugging you or anything, but you really need to eat more of your food. Even with my income, this place still isn't cheap. Not to mention the time I had to plan out for this. It's just starting to seem a little insulting, just eat some more. For me, Kay. It seems like you're finally remembering it all. Yes, I was your surgeon weeks back. I'm happy you finally recognized me, but I'm not too mad about it. Can't stay mad at you. Just not something possible, I'm afraid. You had gotten into a terrible car wreck that left you as the only survivor, if I'm remembering it right. It was close to life-threatening, so they called me in. I was the one that saved you, honey, and I haven't been able to forget about you since. That day was just so special. The memory's like gold to me. You were so vulnerable and I got to take care of you. I was your guardian angel. It's almost like I fell in love with you on that day. Though, I have to admit, I couldn't help myself in a way. In that moment, I wanted you to be a part of me. So I did just that. What do I mean by that? Well, you were under a lot of anesthetics. Let me take a bite of my food before I answer you. Trust me, it'll make much, much more sense. I've been waiting for this meal for a week. I have to give my props to the chef for the salad and glaze, but you should take some credit too. You really do taste delicious. There's that fear. The fear that you wish you were dreaming right now? That you could just shake your head and it'll all be over? I did say I wanted you to be a part of me, didn't I? You sit your ass right back down in that chair. We're going to finish this meal, and that isn't up for debate. Please, don't start a scene, honey. Everyone else is having an amazing evening. Everyone else is having an amazing event, so let's not ruin theirs and continue our own, okay? Sit down, honey. Don't make me say it again. What? Are you going to yell at me and expose me for what I am? Me, a famous, renowned, helpless, innocent, and life-saving surgeon? Like anyone would believe you, even if you managed to get any evidence. Like you could get evidence in the first place. My slate is clean. I've never had a complaint filed against me in my life. So in your case, a baseless accusation wouldn't do anything besides paint you as some basket case. Better yet, I'm the one with a piece of evidence, and it's mine. All mine. Which, I can't help but saying this again, but it's so tasty. You do taste as good as you look. If only there was more for you to give me. A way I could have another part of you. Now, sit down so you don't get us kicked out of here and make me ruin your life. Good! Smart move, too. Being an adorable little thing and sitting back down. I knew you wouldn't stump off or try anything with me, but there is always that little unexpected fire in all of us. That day in the coffee shop wasn't faded at all. I'd been following you, recording your habits and monitoring your every move. But me being your surgeon was. Fate smiled upon me warmly that day. Well now, isn't this refreshing? I can be honest with you, and I'm sure you're going to be more than honest with me as well. But the way you straightened up just for me telling you to, I'd be lying if I said it didn't make my heart flutter. So obedient. I wonder, is it from you fearing me, or merely wanting not to make a scene? Yes, of course you would ask that. I should have guessed. Oh, I did not expect that realization so soon. Don't worry. You're not going to die anytime soon. Not from anything I've done, at least. In fact, all I've done is to help you, honey. Don't you see that? I wanted you to be a part of me more than anything else in life before it. Alright, fine. I left all of your important stuff where it was, but what I'm eating right here will remain a secret. But a secret you may be able to interrogate out of me, if you're crafty enough. How I would eat that up. Speaking of eating up, you still haven't finished your food yet. You know, at this point, it's definitely getting on my nerves. I'm not going to let you sit there and let food go to waste. So many of our kind do that. Just leave plentiful scraps to be thrown out or disregard something because it's not whole. It makes me sick. So eat. Now. No, heavens no. Of course the food you're eating is just food. I'm not a serial killer or murderer, you know. You got what you ordered, and so did I. Honey, really? Do you think that I am some evil monster that I would serve you something from a human? I'm flattered. How? I haven't killed anyone, have I? I haven't broken my Socratic oath and done any harm. I didn't injure you or anyone else during all my years as a surgeon, so who's to say I should stop? I have the power. Their fate is in my hands. Your fate, honey, was in my hands. Should have hoped for another surgeon, but I got what I wanted. And the thing I wanted, and still want, is you. You probably heard that off some cringe drama or podcast, right? No, I didn't harm animals as a kid, or any of that stuff. My upbringing was normal for the most part. And don't you dare compare me to some crazy person who doesn't know what they're doing. I'm a surgeon, for crying out loud. My choices are mine alone. The incident. Right. Seems like this road is never going to let me forget. Well, honey, you are as delectable as any crowd to give this story to. It was simple. I ate them. Don't give me those startled eyes and trembling hands. I was just trying to survive. It was so cold. I was the only one left, and they told me to do anything to survive. So I did just that. No, I can't bear it anymore. But I'm with you, honey. Finally making you a part of me that I'll be able to think of so fondly. And look, you finished your meal as well. Good. I'm happy that we're both able to enjoy this dinner together. Of course. Yes, you may leave if you want to. Well then, until next time, and there will be a next time, whether you like it or not. Bon appetit.